Hi everyone, and welcome back to the first Berserker Khazan 100% walkthrough where we're playing only Greatsword. So if Greatsword's the weapon you're wanting to use, this is the walkthrough for you. And in this one we are going to be making our way through Scoffa Cave, which means dealing with spiders. I once again have on 3-piece Soul Eater, as well as 3 pieces of the hero set still.
There's stories about giant. You go ahead.
The final boss is a giant spider, and you need to blow up 3 different stations. And that stops little spiders from joining the fight later on. I'm doing this before we even, because this is kind of a, you don't have to come back here. We'll do this and then we'll get the spawn point. And that's the final boss room that it's showing. It cut off an entry point. There's also some loot to get over here. You can see that you'll get a poison buildup if you run over those things or stand in those pools. So you want to watch out for that. And then there's this over here to get. Oh, good grief. And we're poisoned, but it doesn't matter, because we're just gonna run and get the spawn point. This is a shortcut that we'll unlock later. And of course resting will clear this poison. You can see loot over there. Now bats do like to bombard you here, and they'll knock you off, so you want to be very careful. And then here we just want to go over here and fall down to get this. Kind of annoying that they make you backtrack like this. Go as slowly as you need to here, if you don't want to fall off. So you can actually snipe things here. I was trying to remember if there was a... Get this loot.
Damn it. Why must this awful place be the fastest route to Millennium?
And then we go over here. You hear the sound that kind of warns you. So first keep climbing up. Trying to see if I missed something over there. And you want to design it so that if those stagger you a little bit, you'll fall back down onto the platform, like I just did there. I think I missed a piece of loot back there. Oh, that's really annoying. I'll have to go back and get it. Oh! Most annoying thing ever here. This is our extra heals. Alright, and then we need to go back. You just needed to keep going this way before dropping down. The bats will miss if you just kind of sprint there. Here's our shortcut, which you could trigger. Now here with this bat, you can kill it by hitting it with a javelin while it's flying at us. So first we hit it, and now it'll fall, and then if you kind of aim kind of above it, because it's gonna, when it starts flying at us, it'll be above. Kind of see. Then it'll fall and just die, and you complete the training challenge too. And it'll leave its loot where it last took off, which is really nice. Yeah, in general, bats are just killable. Oh, we got it with a brink guard. There's our soul stone. Now we're going this way. Those guys will afflict you with plague. And then here there are a bunch of enemies to defeat. Watch your stamina. It's a little like the Greatsword challenge. Man, Greatsword's a fun weapon. It's not as powerful as Spear and stuff, but it's still really fun. You can feel that there is a Jarling nearby. There he is. Fun. Now watch out here, there are a lot of holes. So... want to manage your stamina, take advantage of Savage Momentum being a sweeping cut like that. We're trying to keep Spirit here because Javelin is just really, really useful. Oh, forgot about him. Alright. There's a ladder up there that we're gonna take in a minute. Oh yeah, this guy. And then we get our chest here. So this is where we came in, and then we came around here, went by that, and then you go around and over here, and there's your ladder, and then that's going to be the way forward. So first we'll go up the ladder because it takes out another one of those spider areas for the final boss room. If you just kind of naturally explore, you'll find all these.
They won't be crawling around in here now.
So now we go back and go down the ladder, and then we'll continue on. And this is our way forward. Alright, you can see I'm poisoned. Need to get that on my bars. Alright. Timeout while we set that up. We'll just get that selected. Okay, now we're good. Because you are going to get poisoned here, so it's good to just have it. Now, note you can shoot these cocoons, and the loot in them will fall. There's 2 of them here. What are the odds that I can run out of stuff completely? So here's the stuff. The Ghost Hammer will awaken Wolfric, another phantom, who buffs your damage. And then that got us the Pilgrim Scroll. Then we go down this way. Go ahead and use a heal. I've been trying to rely on Soul Eater, but finally took enough damage. And here's our shortcut. Let's just show that, see? Do a quick rest. We still have a lot of heals, but might as well recharge them and level up. I think now I'm going to start working on endurance. Now these guys can be pretty tough. They're a little beefier. Got a little bit of loot down here. That's gonna let us do craft poison cleanse once we unlock the blacksmith, which is really nice. So you can see there's a thing over here. Watch out for the bats. And then here again, there's an elite enemy. You just want to get like here. Same principle. gonna come flying at us. Wait till he's over the ground, the hole. Then he falls to his death. And that gets us the Hound Scroll. Pretty cool. And then go over here. Oh, yeah. And then chest. Gets you the Spear of Inner Turmoil for spear users. Alright, and kind of carefully make our way back. Oh, and then this is the way forward.
The stench is growing worse. There's something ahead. Unbelievable. Why are those things here?
We had a bargain, and you will honor it, Phantom!
So they said these skeletons at you, and you just can kind of dodge them. Or sorry, skeleton heads, skull heads.
Things must be getting worse. This is bad. We must complete our mission.
Right here, he's just hanging out up there, so we can take him out. Now there's still going to be a, when you pick this thing up, it's still going to spawn a bunch of spiders, but you can kind of preemptively take them out. See how we're healing too? Soul Eater's just so good. He's got to give me 10% health back. Alright. That way you don't, like, otherwise they would all spawn at once. Oh, I did get poisoned, hang on. Alright. And hold on a second, because we are swapping controllers. Alright. Just get some healing. Oh no. I totally forgot that was a giant elite. Okay, so you go over here. Just trying to remember if there's anything over here. That was it. Get the lightning enhancer. Alright, that was the actual way down, then we keep going. And here's our next spawn point. Blade Nexus, whatever. Okay, this next part just absolutely sucks. There's no, like, getting around it. Let's see. Gonna put, poison resistance, which we don't actually have very much of, but... So while moving around here, it can be handy to have that. But there are, like, islands, you know... And then, you know, we're going to move around here, trying our best to not get poisoned. These spiders are tough. Alright, so you can see I've already been poisoned. Get the soul stone. Alright. So we're gonna start off kind of going this way. So you can see I'm just kind of using my poison stuff. I'm gonna use a poison resist now to try to slow some build up here. You just want to keep clearing the poison. On this next bit, there's going to be an elite enemy. Although first we're going to go back. Use those javelins. It's only one spirit to take out enemies that might otherwise hurt you a fair bit. Alright, so this is probably the hardest thing in this level, is there's going to be an elite enemy, and it's one of those really tough spiders, and it's frenzied. You can see it over there. Alright, we did die here, so we're trying it again. This is just such a hard fight. And I can't land the counterattack on it. I'm just terrible at these. Okay. We got it. Whew. Okay. Such a difficult fight. It's actually harder than the boss. It's funny. Alright, we got everything here. Oh! I'm just doing my best to die here to a random spider for no reason. Okay. So you're gonna have these spiders that dive bomb you. They roll at you and then blow up. Okay, we're poisoned again. This is my least favorite level of the game, in case you weren't. In case you were curious. Got poisoned a second time. Heal again. Get this chest. Alright, now we're gonna head back down. So we're wanting to get that loot, which involves going up and then dropping down.
Not enough. Still a long way.
And you can hear that the bard is here. And you can see he's right here.
Disgust when they, I guess, let me tell. It's the first fate took his family with a voice that was charming. They had it all. So they say venom. I've been wandering these caves, gathering as much as I can. How will it? Because there are.
Now here, you can get fire to throw at the boss. But he sells 2 poison cleanse potions, which I recommend getting. You're probably going to be short on them. So buy that. In fact, I'd run out, hadn't I? Yeah, unfortunate. But if we play this right, we won't actually need poison cleanse. So, alright, so now we're going this way. Now there's one last room to do there, but the first thing we're going to do is take care of this. Rest. The boss is that way. We'll upgrade our stats again. Trying to remember where the room is. Oh yes. There's one more room, but I'm blanking on where it is. Maybe it's down here. Oh yeah, it's right here.
Safely buried now.
There's one more of those elite spiders.
I heard there's a spider inside, big as the Berserker dragon. That can't be true. Can it?
Last soul stone. And then there's a bit of loot after we beat this guy. So you need to beat this thing using only brink guards and brutal attacks. I actually have reset him because I hit him with a javelin, so I've now reset him so that we can do it that way. You are allowed to dodge, of course. And you can't hit him, remember? He's gonna die me. And hit me because I failed to get a... These guys are so hard. Oh, and then the game bugs out. So this is a problem. They still haven't fixed this bug where this guy, like the training challenge, just will fail unless you do it from a fresh game restart. So I'm not going to replay it. I'll do it off camera or whatever, but just know that if you run into it, you did everything right, you only brink guarded and only brutal attacked, and it failed, just know to restart your game. So it was actually kind of good to have covered that. Should be one more spider over here, I thought. So, with this particular boss, one way to just really give yourself really good odds of killing it early is to just not get poisoned in the first place, because this boss will poison you. And the game has given you all the tools here to deal with that, and let me explain. So, we now have a complete set of something called the Bard set, which really helps you with farming. Basically increases item drop rates. So it's just a great tool for doing that farming. Okay, we are back. And what we did was killed that spider one time after restarting the game, and he dropped a third piece of Forgotten Warrior. So I want to show you the gear, remind you. So we went to the Decayed Greatsword, which you should have gotten as well. Huge upgrade on our attack damage, right? We have 3 pieces of Forgotten Warrior, which gives us 250 poison resist. We then are equipping 2-piece Bard for unscathed stamina recovery rate of 80%, and we put on the poison resist here. So now even if you get hit by this spider in this boss fight, you're gonna be fine. Oh, let's heal up. Totally forgot that I used a potion here on the spider. But yeah, I thought this would take a little longer, and he just dropped it immediately. So, power of the 5-piece bard set, 4-piece bard set, or whatever. All right, so Aratra with this boss, the key is that you can cut off his legs. So yeah, this boss has 2 front legs, and you want to try to angle yourself, you know, while you're fighting. Like when he goes dormant and you can kind of get an attack in, you kind of just, if you just shift 45 degrees left or right, like pick a leg, then your attacks will all hit that leg as you're aiming at him. When you have chopped off one leg or both legs, he will try to scurry away by climbing the wall. If you keep hitting him and do enough damage, you can get him to fall back down and keep him from going up and healing. But you can see I'm still not poisoned. Still not poisoned. See, we got a leg broken. Now you can kind of angle to hit the other leg. Okay. So he's trying to heal. I suck. Oh well, he's low anyway. If I had had stamina there. You can see he's really easy if you wear this gear, right? Because I'm not even doing that great, but he can't poison me. Origin of the Mutation trophy earned. So yeah, I think a lot of people just don't think about the gearing side of things with this boss. Like, he's not very hard anyway, even without the gear, but like, you can literally brink guard, eat the status, because it's not going to build up enough to poison you. And it just changes the whole fight. It just makes it so you can walk in here and not have trouble. And I think people miss, they get that 2-piece Forgotten Warrior, don't notice the 3-piece, and don't realize that, yeah, the game gives you 2 if you just go through the level, but you have to put on the Bard set, which they give you in this level. You have to put on the Bard set and then go and farm the 3rd piece. And once you do that, it also gives you the ring and neck, so you just come in here with 500 plus poison resist. You're all good. You can mess up horribly. Because the only thing that's really going to kill you here is getting poisoned.
Thank you.
Because I've seen people complain, they're like, I don't understand, I don't have enough poison resist, I haven't unlocked the blacksmith, I can't craft poison resist or cleanse, and what do I do? And the answer is just don't get poisoned to start with.
With the great General Khazan.
Everyone else thinks I'm a traitor.
It doesn't matter what they think. You're a savior, not a traitor. The blacksmith we rescued from the cave is here. He was very insistent on repaying his debt. He's downstairs if you want to meet him. And now we can head straight to Polemion. Finally made it out of that spot. You're an inspiration.
Alright. We can unlock Wulfric. And again, it's kind of up to you whether you want to stick with Keshta or try Wulfric. She's actually interesting too, because you can gain flasks back from her. And you like, if you want to be very tanky, she's interesting. But you can see this guy gives you spirit and just straight up damage increase. So I mean, my personal favorites are Keshta or Wulfric, but you can literally play the whole game with Keshta. We're probably going to stick with Keshta just because the stamina recovery is really, really nice. Alright, next time we will take on a bonus mission. So until then.